fluid, a lot sharper, a lot crisper. Guys were mentally a lot better. So that was encouraging to see. Once we relaxed, we got better. And it was kind of fun to see some of the younger guys, like always, like in spring. Matt Floyd's a young kid. He's out there swimming. He's trying to figure it all out. Jemias Gunsby impressed me mentally. He knew where to go with the ball a good bit of the time. And some of those young backs and young receivers. So that was a good part. It's shorts. It's throwing pretty much 75% of our installation out of them over the first 3 days. So they're going to be swimming, and then we're going to try to get it all in before spring break, and then come back and rehearse it again.
This was our first chance to talk to Darryl Scott. You saw glimpses of him in the fall, obviously. What you see from him and what the key things are for him this spring?
Well, he's awfully talented. The thing that probably impressed me the most about him in the fall was he going to come in and work hard or just kind of cruise through it, because he was a highly recruited kid. We know the story. Great, did a great job on the scout team. Our defensive coaches raved about him. He's reshaped his body. He came in a little heavy. He was at 238, 239. He's lost probably, 12, 14 pounds. He's excited about the challenge. He's just got to work hard day to day, let the process take care of itself. And I'm excited at that position because we have 4 guys I think that will compete their butts off between obviously, Demetrius Murray, Dante Acock, and Marcus Shaw. So the best weapon you have as a coach is competition. So we're going to have a fun spring with those guys.
Coach, how excited was the team to just get out here at the new facilities and be able to practice on it finally?
Well, obviously the first time football practice, but we've been out here for our winter workouts. But I think it adds a new energy to it. The guys feel like it's a first-class setup, and it just makes them feel special. And with good things like this come responsibility and accountability, and people do things like this for you. We got to hold up our end of the bargain and practice well and prepare to have a great season.
Todd, you talked a little about Darryl. Can you talk a little about Dante as well? I know that he missed a good portion of the fall after he got hurt and had to have surgery.
Same thing though. I think he's excited. They're different kids, different makeups, but very similar in styles of being a football player. Very physical guy, has great feet. I really like to watch his feet. For as big as he is, he may have the best feet within the whole of all the backs we have. That's probably the key to him. And he's a guy, being the high school quarterback that he was at Chamberlain, that when you get comfortable in our system, he's a guy you can use as a wildcat quarterback for sure. He and Victor Mark give us that. That's something we didn't even try to do last year in a game. That will give us another dimension to the offense, and I think he's excited about working and getting ready to earn a spot.
So some wildcat might be
something we've done in the past. We didn't do it last year. We were just trying to line up last year most of the time, but that's something he gives us the flexibility to do for sure.
With those two, with Darryl and Dante joining the mix now, what do you think that's going to bring out of Demetrius? Being a guy that's returning, the top returner in yardage wise.
I think it's going to be very similar to what it was a year ago with him and Mo. Every week you got to compete. You need more than one back because of the durability of that position. You're going to get nicks, but it makes you as a player compete every day, which will make you better on Saturdays in the fall, and he understands that. And the advantage he has, he knows exactly what to do, he knows exactly where to go, and he should never have a mental issue. The other guys are still learning, so he'll be invaluable in a lot of different ways to us. But it will make him be at his best every day in the spring.
Coach, how different have you been this spring from when you came